Franco Columbu, lifting weights is cardio, a golden era mindset that redefined conditioning. Franco Columbu stood as one of the most iconic figures of bodybuilding's golden era, a two-time Mr. Olympia, elite powerlifter, and lifelong advocate for training intensity over trend-driven fitness fads. Born in Sardinia, Italy, Columbu's journey brought him from boxing and strength sports to the highest stages of bodybuilding, where he built a reputation not just for massive strength, but for a relentless, high-effort approach to training. Among his many insights, one of his most intriguing statements challenged conventional notions of cardiovascular exercise. The cardio people never understood is that lifting weights is cardio. When you lift weights, it's cardio. The cardio comes when you train for 3 hours, with 30 seconds to 1 minute between sets. That comment encapsulates a philosophy that defined his era, conditioning through intensity and volume rather than slow-paced treadmill sessions. In interviews and training discussions, Columbu emphasized that the intensity and short rest periods characteristic of golden-era bodybuilding created cardiovascular stress equal to or greater than traditional aerobic work. When bodybuilders trained with heavy sets, high volume, and only brief breaks, their heart rate stayed elevated and their bodies worked aerobically and anaerobically at the same time, a combination he saw as efficient conditioning. In essence, lifting weights under intense methods wasn't just about muscle, it was about total bodily stress and endurance. Franco's view was that cardio should be an outcome of weight training, not an entirely separate category of exercise. In gyms of his era, sessions could last 2 to 3 hours with high training density, enough to keep heart rates elevated without dedicated treadmill time. Columbu's own workouts blended bodybuilding aesthetics with raw strength training. He regularly performed heavyweight bench presses, squats, and deadlifts, exercises that built power and muscle but, when performed with short rests and high overall volume, also taxed the cardiovascular system. This hybrid approach helped him build a compact yet incredibly conditioned physique capable of winning Mr. Olympia titles in 1976 and 1981. Importantly, he didn't dismiss cardio entirely. His background as a former boxer also informed his understanding of what real conditioning felt like. Rather, he argued that the structure of traditional bodybuilding workouts, particularly supersets, limited rest, and long durations, delivered cardiovascular benefits in a different, but equally effective, way. Today, fitness culture often separates strength training and cardio into distinct categories: lift weights here, run there. Columbu's perspective, forged during a time when bodybuilders trained for results over labels, reminds us that effort-based training drives adaptation, physiologically and cardiovascularly. Whether you're a bodybuilder seeking conditioning or an athlete aiming for general fitness, there's value in recognizing how resistance work, especially when structured intensely, can challenge your heart and lungs just as much as more traditional cardio exercises. Above all, Franco Columbu's legacy, rooted in discipline, strength, and uncompromising work ethic, continues to inspire athletes to rethink how they define conditioning and performance.